Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the USC Trojans offense takes the field to start this game off. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch it. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Snags it over the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Breaks the tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
So I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Gets it out quickly. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Trojans have this offense rolling. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Nice move there. And the ball squirted out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
It's so disappointing for the offense, too, because they pride themselves on being physical, right? They wanted to come out in this game. They wanted to establish the run. They do that each and every week. They had the first down. David, he just couldn't hold on to it. The defense now creates the take.
And speaking of pride, that's what you pride yourself on defense. Taking the football away. How many possessions can you steal? He had the first down, but you got there. And more importantly, we work on this all week long. County fair, stripping the football, getting the football out, and then falling on it. Nice job by the defense, forcing the turnover.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, going RPO on that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. He takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision.
Nice Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the
and the quarterback is snowed under.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Out of the gun to give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that lap.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He'll pull it on the read. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in East Lansing. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes down the right side. The 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they can take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on second down. Flips it out to the back. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
We're going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Corner's going to give them room. He'll keep it himself. And that ball's free behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there. But the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Caught in the backfield. It's Poole. What a cut. Now he's loose. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with the blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down coming up. They'll run it from the gun.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
A third and long coming up here. Looking left. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute well.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic players.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They want to throw it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams, and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Alexander. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Got his man on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They're bringing heat. Get it out on the screen. Low man wins, and he just smashed it. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the stomping has commenced. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
USC 3. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Moving away from pressure. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and throw to the end zone, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You could tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Looking for room. It's Poole. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
2nd down after that incompletion.
42, spot, check.
They'll try it over the left side. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the 2nd level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give on the inside. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The give and the run on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
USC 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just...
Lofts one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
He has shown you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out in space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time in the...
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
This time it's complete. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback extends the play. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And here comes the offense on second down.
29 Philly, 2-9.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Sexton. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They're working that left side, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been...
He's off to the races. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the pummeling has started. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking for a huge play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got Will trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the play. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive, using the quick game.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind.
And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Quickly complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It's caught. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field and get him to the ground.
The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film. but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bermudez. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken up.
And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing.
And he's running in the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November, the most important.